Girl, not Nick Cannon, who is being exposed for allegedly being one of Diddy's alleged accomplices. The rumor about Nick being involved with Diddy started when Nick himself bragged about how he used to attend Diddy's parties and how he loved them. Well, the streets are now saying that not only was Nick there, but he also allegedly helped Diddy hurt other people, including rapper Lil Jerome. After years of calling Nick Cannon his brother and mentor, it seems like Romeo's done with the whole family act. The accusations he's dropping are wild, and he's not just calling out Nick Cannon for shady moves. He's calling him a seller, implying Nick might have been out for himself all along and has been secretly on Diddy's side for a while. Child, this is about to be nasty, so let's break it down. Right, so back in the early 2000s, Nick Cannon was living that child star glow up and had already been through the whole roller coaster of fame. He was a seasoned pro by the time he took Lil Romeo under his wing. I mean, he had his own ups and downs, from being the goofy host of Wildin' Out to trying his hand at acting, and people definitely saw his involvement with Romeo as Nick paying it forward, helping a younger artist navigate the same wild ride. Nick had that big brother vibe going, offering mentorship and guidance, which made sense considering they had similar experiences. Young black artists in Hollywood trying to break through without getting swallowed by the industry. Romeo's dad, Master P, was also a big player in the game, so Nick probably thought he could pass on some wisdom to Romeo about managing the pressures of fame, the industry's craziness, and everything that came with being a public figure.
And so much more. I like to call him a family member, a brother, somebody who's just been solid all the way through and through. Super talented, Romeo Miller.
What's going on?
My guy.
You like my brother from another mother.
In numerous interviews, Romeo spoke highly of Nick, describing him as more than just a friend, but as someone he could admire and lean on, someone who would truly understand the weight of the pressure he was facing. Nick was said to have opened many doors for Romeo, helping him navigate opportunities in music and television, all while building Romeo's brand alongside his own expanding empire. To the outside world, Nick appeared to be a mentor and a big brother, but now, as Romeo reveals more, it seems there was much more happening behind the scenes. It turns out Nick's mentorship wasn't as simple as it appeared. His influence led Romeo into parts of the entertainment world that most young people his age would never encounter. He allegedly introduced Romeo to Diddy's exclusive parties, events infamous for their lavish and, let's say, wild atmosphere. Romeo, who was still quite young at the time, found himself thrust into this world without fully understanding what he was getting into. Now, Romeo reveals that these parties were far from your typical celebrity hangout. He was introduced to a world where there were no limits, where people lived recklessly, and where fame often came at a heavy cost.
A-listers are distancing themselves from Combs and the horrific claims of what really went on after those parties behind closed doors.
For young Romeo, still trying to find his footing in Hollywood, these experiences were intense and, at times, overwhelming. He's recently shared that he often felt out of place and uncomfortable at some of these gatherings, surrounded by adults engaging in behaviors he wasn't ready to grasp. Romeo's unease reportedly grew as he witnessed firsthand how people interacted in the world of high-profile celebrity events. Sources say that many of these parties were more than just celebrations. They were a means to maintain power, assert dominance, and even manipulate young stars into situations they weren't equipped to handle. These parties were where A-listers mingled, deals were struck, and alliances were solidified, all behind closed doors. For Romeo, the glamour of Hollywood began to fade as he came face to face with the darker realities of fame.
Through the circle of elites they're rolling in. The first party took place over the Labor Day weekend on September 7, 1998 in East Hampton, New York. Diddy reportedly invited 200 people to a barbecue at his new Hampton home. The guest list was fairly diverse.
Word on the street is that some of Diddy's tapes might be the key to exposing his alleged malicious actions toward underage individuals. One of the witnesses in Diddy's ongoing legal battle, Courtney Burgess, has dropped some major bombs about hidden tapes. While testifying before the grand jury in New York, Burgess claimed to have seen 11 flash drives containing 8 disturbing tapes featuring high-profile celebrities, some of whom were reportedly underage. He even went as far as to say that the tapes came from Diddy's late ex, Kim Porter. Yes, you heard that right. The mother of his children allegedly handed over these flash drives years ago in Atlanta.
How many seemed to be potentially minors?
2 to 3, possibly 3.
2 to 3.
These tapes reportedly provide a chilling first-hand look into Diddy's deviant activities over the past 30 years. If what's being claimed is true, these tapes could potentially link him to some very serious and shocking criminal allegations. As more people step forward, the accusations of inappropriate behavior are piling up, with lawsuits exposing allegations of misconduct and the exploitation of minors. On October 28, 2 more lawsuits were filed against Diddy, accusing him of leveraging his influence to lure underage kids with dreams of fame into his circle, allegedly offering them stars stardom in exchange for favors. One plaintiff claims that he was only 10 years old when Diddy SA'd him in a New York hotel room, allegedly his drink, SAing him, and threatening him into silence. In the second case, a 17-year-old describes a terrifying audition experience for making the band. He claims that Diddy used private meetings to manipulate and SA him, eventually forcing him into acts with a bodyguard before dismissing him from the show. Diddy's legal team immediately jumped into defense mode, labeling the claims as unfounded and malicious. However, fans and the public are beginning to wonder how much of Diddy's empire was truly built on charisma and how much of it was built on manipulation and coercion. With more celebrities allegedly considering sharing their own stories, things are quickly getting even messier. Just when you think it can't get any crazier, Romeo revealed another shocking detail. It turns out Cannon's relationship with Diddy went beyond just business. According to Romeo, their bond was more than simple industry networking, hinting at a deeper connection. There are whispers that Cannon's involvement with Diddy might have had a deeper meaning that Romeo only began to fully understand as he got older.
When I was going through my stuff, someone that called, checked on me, stood by me, stood up for me, and I was like, what do I owe?
Well, what does that mean? Stood by you, stood up for you.
Well, when no one else would protect me, or
whether it's Puffy or whoever.
Way before all of this information came out, and he felt like he always had to defend, he felt like he had to defend Diddy because Diddy looked out for him.
Nick is also quite proud and open about how much he loves Diddy's party.
I've even been at one when I was a kid, like 16, 17, standing outside.
Nick.
Yeah.
This one.
Come on.
Yeah, I live my truth. Everybody gets scared to talk because they probably got something to hide. I ain't got nothing to hide.
I don't have nothing to hide.
I was in there Harlem shaking, doing all of that stuff, but it wasn't, come on, whatever. There that we are classifying a good party with a freak off.
I just think it's hilarious. Who was drinking Brown Dot Ciroc? Let us know. That Brown Dot Ciroc.
But see, that's the thing. I don't drink. I don't do. So I was like, I don't know all that.
You was in a Diddy party sober?
I'm in my life sober. I've never been drunk in my life.
And to nobody's surprise, Nick has also had some allegations of misconduct. Back in 2020, Orlando Brown sparked a media firestorm when he boldly claimed that Nick Cannon gave him some of that Gawk Gawk 3000, saying it with such confidence that it left everyone talking. While Nick quickly dismissed the accusation as a sad cry for help, it didn't prevent fans from talking. Orlando also claimed that Diddy gave him a Gawk Gawk, if you know what I mean.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash gooshmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshkash muash.
So does this mean that Diddy and Nick used Orlando like they allegedly used Lil Romeo? Now, fans are recalling Lil Romeo's subtle comments about Cannon and the Hollywood scene, where he hinted that some stars are all too willing to help young talent in ways that go beyond business. With Diddy's reputation currently under heavy scrutiny and Cannon's past claim that he would mentor young stars, it begs the question, were these powerful figures young artists under the guise of mentorship? Fans commented, it's giving Puffy Flavor Camp alumni. He is letting his subconscious speak. Nick is living a very raggedy and reckless life. He has no moral compass and something is very off with him. This man has lupus and he's very sickly but continues to make babies. Help make it make sense as I side-eye him. Something is way off about this guy. People jokingly talk about all the kids he has, but what's really going on with him? And I've heard several folks say that he was actually sleeping on Diddy's couch at one point when he was a teenager. Hearing all we've heard about Diddy is scary thinking what possibly happened to him. This is a sad situation, but y'all let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, then check out this next video.